Let's do one thing. Let's talk about one more interesting aspect. Nigel has done some interesting research on holding companies and how they are stacking up, some of them at least.
You know, I was a little cautious while putting this piece together because the fear is, are we in that euphoric phase? But since the consensus is saying we're not, I feel a little bit more comfortable. Let me go to the big wall and explain this in greater detail. You know, so we're focusing on holding companies out here. And first you'll ask me, what is the benefit or why should you be looking to play a holding company? One is you get a chance to play a bigger, group or a larger set of stocks. The underlying value obviously is at a bit of a discount. And also, if the group is good and it's a well-run group, then you'll be getting dividends because the core company will be paying some dividend. The holding company gets it, and then you'll indirectly get in there. So we're not going to look at all the holding companies. I said, let's focus on 5 big groups. First up, we're looking at the Bajaj Group, and there are 2 companies in there. One is Maharashtra's Scooters, and the other one is Bajaj Holdings. Now, Maharashtra Scooters, in the last 1 year or so, they have increased their dividend, and if you club the interim as well as the final dividend, it was nearly around 150 rupees. The stakes that they hold in various companies, group companies, should come up for you on the screen. And to summarize it, well, the company, Maharashtra Scooters, the discount to the value of its holdings is nearly around 75%. Can this decrease go ahead? Well, time will tell. The other one is Bajaj Holdings. Out there, we have already seen that discount narrow a little bit. So, and the promoter entity in there has gradually been increasing some stake in there by a couple of percentage points odd, which could explain why the holding company discount as well has narrowed a little bit. That's their top holdings that they have. That's Bajaj Holdings. While if you look at the summary, well, that holding company discount from around 70%, 60-70% has come down to around 46% approximately. Next up on the screen would be Tata Investments. Now, they calculate the value of what they are holding as of 31st of March. So I equated what would the market cap be on, the 31st of March. And putting those numbers together, the holding company discount is close to around 55%. But one thing about the company is they've started gradually increasing the non-Tata Group companies as well. So close to around 75% of their holdings is towards Tata Group. And the list comes up in the screen, but close to 25% is from non-Tata Group as well. So they're diversifying themselves a little bit. Sundaram Clayton, in fact, that stock this week was a bigger outperformer in comparison to the TVS Motor stock as well that it holds. So let's run you through a few details. They've already given a fixed component. That's around 1,160 rupees, non-convertible share that you already would have got if you bought it a few months ago. But as of now as well, there's a scheme that's currently underway. So the value of the business that has to be demerged even from here is around 1,200 crores. They do around, sales of around 1,200 crores approximately. It's a profitable business as well. So at least 1,200 crores. So X of that, if you look at the business and then you take out the value that they have in TVS Motors, it's still the holding company discount is quite large. That's around 75% in terms of the holding company discount. Moving to Kirloskar Industries, well, that as well has taken a whole host of companies that come up for you on the screen. But the holding company discount out there is only around 46%. But I went further into their annual report and their presentation, and they have a couple of real estate assets in Pune. So close to 2 million square feet of developable land, as well as 75 acres of land as well that they have in Pune. So maybe that could be one of the reasons why that holding company discount is narrow. And finally, EID Parry, well, we had the management who told us that the ethanol sales will move up from year on, which is important. They've also said that, in fact, the interest cost, that's been gradually coming down. That's because they've sold some part of their stake in Coromandel Finance. So summing it up then, you have the holding company discount out there is close to around 71%. So to put all those, groups up for you on the screen, well, it looks like Maharashtra Scooter, that could be interestingly poised, as well as Sundaram Clayton. Will they narrow? Could this be an indirect play? Well, time will tell. Back to you.
All right, thanks a lot for that. Well, let's do one thing. Let's take a quick commercial break. On that note, on the other side of the break, we'll talk about how auto stocks have been some of the best performers this year and what are the key triggers that are driving growth. We'll also get Ravi's view on the auto space. In case you missed out on the rally, what do you do now? More on that coming up in a bit. Stay tuned.